Now, Jordy Ben is after it, but Simmons is there. They'll get it to Giroux. The captain back out to Streit. Streit looking for a lane. Deals instead to Giroux. Giroux the shot and the save. Niemi. Simmons opted for the deflection try. Niemi smothered it. At the center, Medvedev has to rotate back to try to keep Ben away from it, but Jamie Benn muscles his way to the puck. Medvedev tries to tie him up and does without committing a penalty. Stars, though, keep the puck. Klingberg. John Klingberg with a wrist shot. Save made by Mason. The rebound is loose. No whistle yet. And finally, play is stopped. Shut out the defending Cup champion Blackhawks. Stars were last in action over the weekend when they beat Florida. A road trip that starts with 2 in Florida, ends with 2 in Pennsylvania. That was a shot by Lawton and the save made by Niemi. Atko Good is always looking for one of those open ice hits. To say he plays with an edge to his game would be a bit of an understatement.
He's one of those guys when you're looking at the opposition lineup that you go through it and say, when he's out there, I better have my head up.
Ahead. Now the Flyers have it. Voracek thinking it to himself, but then taken to the boards by Goligoski. Klingberg will move it ahead to Roussel. Great pace here early on. That shot deflected, and Niemi the save. The redirection by Giroux. Voracek for Simmons, and then back to Giroux. Perimeter passing here. Giroux for Raffl, the shot. Save Niemi, rebound Voracek. Save Niemi, rebound Simmons, and it stays out. Great scoring chances for the Flyers. Sevier to Seguin, back to Sevier, and he could not get there as it was behind him. Flyers able to get back. It was really a 2-on-1, but sort of a stop-and-go 2-on-1. Life in Warburg, and in fact, Lydia sort of a hero there. First pick in the draft and went on to an NHL career, and of course now a great coaching career. So he's sort of the hero of the town, Hextall. And he really thought it was a big deal to see. Has it again, he'll roll one in, block it away by Mason. Schultz stepping his corner. Ben another hard hit. He went in after Lawton. Now Ben has the puck. Centers it. Seguin shot. Save made rebound sharp, and he's denied from the angle. Beginning to jerk himself. Klingberg a pass across the shot blocked by White. He got over to get in the way of that offering by Sevier. Here, Roussel battling for the puck. Sevier comes away with the shot. Another save by Mason. Alzado getting that puck deep off the face-off win by Couturier. And Manning has to retrieve. Bouncing puck. He never got it. They score! A bouncing puck and a bouncing shot for the Stars. And they are on the board. And who else but Tyler Seguin? The puck follows him around for a reason. He knows where to go, and he knows what to do with it. It's 1-0 Dallas.
Bouncing puck that he's able to calmly bat into the net. This is a highly skilled play. The Dallas Stars find that loose puck. There it is. He just scoops it and pops it up over the glove of Mason. Looked like the puck was rolling a little bit there, and it took a stick to the Flyers defenseman that knocked it slightly, and Seguin's able to elevate it.
You know, that happens about 12 times a year to a regular.
The first and third. We'll try to make some hay here in this particular second period and get back at least even in the game. Instead, it's a 2-on-1 the other way. Jamie Benn with a puck. Benn the shot, he scores! Just 11 seconds into the second period, and it's Benn beating Mason to make it 2-0 Dallas.
Starts in the neutral zone, and anytime Jamie Benn is on the ice with Tyler Seguin and Patrick Sharp, you do not want odd man rushes. Just 11 seconds into the second period. And Wayne Simmonds tries to get that puck in deep, but Benn's there to battle with Matt Reed. Take it and receive the puck back from Tyler Seguin. Walk in and snap it high glove on Steve Mason. Terrific finish for Jamie Benn.
Yeah, you know what, too?
Plays it across ice. Gudis. Second try, poked it ahead. Raffl, quick pass there to Voracek, who was well marked. That's a turnover. Cody Eakin the other way. Dumped by Gudis, but moved it ahead. And now the cross-ice pass. Tip was in on goal, and the save by Mason. Flyers were set there. Vandevelde chips in. Flyers trying to get the forechecking game going. Big hit there by Bellemare. Another one by White. Puck caught free. White got his stick on it. White gains the line. And backhands it. To it was Jordy Ben. Raffl quickly to him, and he's able to push it back out to the line. Streit hustles over to keep it in the zone. They get set up. Here's Giroux. Quick shot. Low. Save Niemi. Bouncing around Voracek there. Deeks hold shot. Save Niemi. Pad save by Niemi as he stones the frustrated Voracek. Now it's Streit to Voracek again. Back out Streit. And he'll drop it back along Voracek. Quick shot. Save. Rebound. Giroux denied. Flyers get the puck to Delzato. He winds, he fires! Fought off by Niemi. That had a lot of juice on it. Delzato, good job to keep the puck in the zone, and it skips back to the Dallas goaltender, and he'll melt it down. You produce, you usually stay in the lineup. Right now the net is off. They're going to have to blow play dead unless the Stars get a rush here. The net's off behind Niemi. Here the other way is Fiddler. A wide fire. Save made by Mason. Awful trying to jam that puck across ice. Gudas kept it in. Stars with the shots advantage. 8-4 after they had gone more than 10 minutes without a shot. There's a shot. Save Niemi. Trying to get that puck away. Big hit at Klingberg by Simmons, and he does get the puck. Simmons then shoved back to the wall, but stays with it. Simmons to Reed. Reed out to the point. Delzato across for Manning. Manning holds and wrist shot. Save Niemi with Simmons getting a piece of it. Banks it in. Raffl and Jordy Ben after it. Raffl got there. Nice pass to Giroux. Giroux to the slot. Pestered from behind. Lost control. And a shot from the point. Watch Giroux, another shot. Save Niemi. Rebound for a check. Could not control it. Berg is pass tipped. Maybe Ben will get it on the boards. His teammate. Spezza will move it in. Down low, Ben. Across it comes Seguin. Shot glove. Save Mason. And he'll squeeze it. So he changed to the second unit. 17 seconds left on the man advantage. Hemsky back out. Demers. Now Hemsky fires. That hit a man in front, Eakin, and then slides to Mason, who covers up. Banks it ahead. There was Klingberg. Stars took a run at him, and the Stars move ahead. Janmark shot, and Mason got a piece to deflect that wide. Janmark then knocked down by Braden Shen. The puck kept in by the Stars, though. That shot save made by Mason. Gonna roll it deep. Medvedev is there. Fired up the wall. Flagged down by Giroux, and a 3-on-2 for the Flyers. Giroux with the puck. Giroux it across the line. Giroux deals to Voracek. Back to Giroux. A quick shot. And the save made by Niemi as Raffl was cutting through. Seguin turns, waits, and then drifts one wide of the net. It went off the stick, and Streit has it back. Fires to move up. Jake Voracek. The pass to Giroux for the shot. Sliding across for Niemi to make the save. With a little room, turns, fires. And it's knocked aside in front. Bounces out to Medvedev. A broken stick out there as the puck goes back to Ryan White in the middle. The shot, save Niemi, rebound! And Bellemare unable to tuck it home as Niemi sprawled across.
Against a tough duo, though, in Seguin and Ben.
On the draw, the quick shot by Streit went wide. Giroux fights off the check, trying to get that through to Voracek. It bounces back to him. Now Delzato. 2 strikes for the shot, and the pad save by Niemi. Karamis to Ben. It's Klingberg. Backhand in.
Don't often play together this year.
That has been the story. They had their chances last year. They had a brief run where they had it going. Now his speed is White. His shot, like second try, stick, save Niemi. And Roussel trying to step out the center, lost it. Belmare's pass might have hit that broken stick on the ice, and now the Stars throw it down the ice. And Nichushkin racing after it. Mason comes out and keeps him away from it. Streit jabbed it ahead. Right there's Roussel for a shot, and the save by Mason. But he did get the ring after all. Here's Simmons. Moving on up. Cuts away from Oduya. Simmons to the other side of the ice. Sends it in a goal. Save, rebound! It goes in. They score! Off of Couturier and in. And the officials say it's a goal. 2-1 as the Flyers are within 1.
They'll be taking a look at this one as Simmons got the puck to the net. Couturier got his foot on it. The traffic in front sent one off the post with the original contact. Well, there's Simmons to get it to the net. There's Couturier right off the foot there. That's not a kick, but off the post there and in. That's going to be a goal. No distinct kicking motion. Good call by the referee. But they will take a good long look at it as there was contact with the skate before it hit the post.
Yeah, I think that's the right call, Josie. Great job, though, by Simmons. He had 2 guys really draped up just to get that shot through, and the good wherewithal by Couturier to follow it up, go to the front of the net. That's what you always want to tell the younger guys. And it's going to be a goal. I can't imagine why. It was no direct, distinct kicking motion, as you said.
The other thing they could be checking is whether he batted it in with a glove as the puck kicked up. And this replay usually gives you the best angle, and it's off the knee. So, should be a good goal, you would think.
They are much more generous with that call than they were in the past.
Yeah, started last year, being more generous with the It has to really be a distinct kicking motion, and we'll get the call here from Tom Collins.
Video review has confirmed there is no distinct kicking motion. It's a good hockey goal.
There you go. Mason didn't get all of that pass. And the Stars get to it. Cody Eakin. Eakin back around behind. Schultz couldn't catch up to it. Steve fires. Save made. Mason. He's going to reel the puck in. Handcuffed him. Jammed him really with that pass. Now Giroux. He's got a lot of jump in his step here in the third period. Sagan went down awkwardly as that shot by Sharp boxed around by Mason, and he will cover up. Approach here from the Flyers. Strike. Dvorak for the shot, and it went wide. Giroux gathers again. Takes a look. Giroux side of the net. Simmons steps to first shot. Niemi the save. Rebound Raffl. Niemi the save. He doesn't look like he's feeling all that well. He's out on the ice. And does play it back through center. Manning tied up. Stars get the puck. Center. Sagan shot. Save Mason. And it goes out of play. As we approach the 2-minute mark. Jushkin in. He get a shot off. Couldn't. And he's buried by Delzato. Big hit. Flyers now in the counter run. The Flyers are back to full strength. Couturier didn't get out of the zone. One last shot. Gloved by Niemi. And the hockey game is over. The Stars hang on and deal the Flyers a loss here. Their first loss on home ice this season. 2-1 the final.